Hi everyone, welcome back to Next Diecast. In today's video, I will be showing you these interesting Honda Civic promotional keychains that I got from two different sellers on eBay. You can see that I have a blue Honda Civic sedan and a red Honda Civic coupe. These are both based off 2016 model year Honda Civic sedan and coupe models, respectively. These keychains were given out by Honda between 2016 and 2018, primarily at the auto shows that Honda would be at, like the major shows such as the Chicago Auto Show and similar ones. And around the same time, if you happen to buy a Honda Civic new from a dealership, Honda would directly mail one of these keychains to you. So that's really cool, and I kind of wish Honda would do that today with their current lineup of cars. And I believe even if someone were to have bought a new Honda Civic hatchback between 2017 and 2018, because the hatchback was not available for the 2016 model year, they were also, I believe, mailed one of these keychains. I'm not totally sure, but I was able to consult various online Honda Civic forums that discussed these promotional models. I wasn't actually aware of these promotional models until fairly recently, and I thought because I drive a 2020 Honda Civic sedan, I really did want to add both of these models to my collection of other Honda Civic models that I currently have. Now, the 10th generation Honda Civic was sold between the 2016 and 2021 model years, with the hatchback version being sold between the 2017 and 2021 model years. And the Civic lineup was facelifted for the 2019 model year. And that's around when Honda stopped manufacturing and giving out these promotional models. I'm not sure if it was in part due to costs or if it was in part because the Civic lineup did get that facelift in 2019. Therefore, they would have had to, I guess, pay to have these toolings for the keychains redone to closely match the facelift that Honda had done for the Civics. I'm not totally sure, but I was able to confirm that these two keychains were given out for promotional purposes by Honda between 2016 and 2018, either at auto shows or mailed to individual owners who purchased a Civic model new between 2016 and 2018. So I thought that was very cool. I was able to find both of these Civic models on eBay for just under $40 in total for both. A little bit on the more expensive side, but considering that these were likely given out in, I guess, slightly limited numbers, and the fact that these were not manufactured for the better part of nearly a decade at this point, and because I am obviously a big fan of the Civic, considering that I drive one, I thought I would really like to add these two models, I guess we'll call them, to my collection of various other Honda Civic models that I have. So we'll go ahead and get these out of their packaging. And as you can see in the front of these two models here is the paper or the card that would come with one of these in the mail to the person who bought their respective vehicle new. So here's the two Civics there, and then here's the card up close. You can see there's a little bit of a message on there. And then, it was just an advertisement saying, kind of, hey, make sure that you show off your new real car along with one of these keychains on your social media and then tag us, I guess. We'll get open the Aegean blue Honda Civic sedan first. As you can see, it's in this very small plastic packaging, and here's some instructions on the back as to how the batteries work. These do have working headlights on them. I'm guessing I will have to replace the batteries, seeing that they're close to a decade old now. And then here's the red coupe, which is in rally red. Then there's the same kind of instructions on the back here and also on the bottom of the packaging. We'll get out the blue sedan first. There is no tape on this, unlike the coupe. But you just pop that off. There's this plastic top, and then you have this other plastic piece that goes on top of the car. And then you just pull it out like so. Really good detailing, I would say, for a small little plastic keychain model. Nice looking headlights and wheels and everything. There's the pullback function, because these are pullbacks. I forgot to mention that too. We'll see how that works with this one. Pretty fast too. Wow. And there's the base. There's a little screw on there that you can unscrew the base and put the batteries in. But the Aegean blue I always thought looked really cool on the Civic. It also has the molded-in sunroof as well. Get that out of the way. Now we'll open up the coupe next. Always loved the Civic coupe from the 10th gen in this particular color. Same style of packaging as you saw with the sedan. There is some tape on the side here, so we'll go ahead and pull that off. This was never opened up in close to a decade. It's actually really cool to see that. You can probably just pull this off here on the side. It does say Honda on the sides of these. I forgot to point that out. We'll pop that off. Looks like it's stuck together, which is all good. Easier to get to the car. And there's the Civic coupe. Pull that out. Red looks really cool on this. Nice detail with the Honda badge and the front grille. Also, same wheels as the sedan. Nice detail with the taillights as well. You actually have a Civic license plate, and there's that keychain portion back there as well. And then you also get a sunroof on this model too, which is a cool touch. See how that one zips along too. Look at that. Super cool. Lots of play value with these things, especially being little plastic keychains. I'm not sure what scale these are supposed to be. They're a little bit bigger than HO scale. They're maybe closer to and they're definitely not 1/72nd. I would say they're probably close to maybe like 1/80th, maybe 1/79th, maybe. But see, there are some similarities with the bases and the construction and everything. But of course, the details are a slight bit different as well as the paint. Like the Civic sedan is a blue metallic, and the coupe is a non-metallic bright red. But very cool. We'll take an up-close look at them here in this shot. I was able to replace the batteries inside of them. They are CR2032 batteries, and we're going to go ahead and turn these on. It looks like already... Actually, just gotta... There we go. Wow. These look awesome with the headlights turned on like that. So many features and details in these little, plastic keychains. I mean, seriously. Of course, these were free when they were, new, I guess we'll say. I did pay almost $40 for both of these, but again, these have not been made for quite some time, and they are really cool. I think it's always cool to collect these promotional models that were given out either at, the auto shows or that were mailed to customers or given away at the dealerships, for sure. But wow, really cool. Again, great detail, I would say, for sure. And the fact that you have the working headlights in addition to these being, keychains and little pullback toys, that's just super cool. Fun to play with for sure. But wow. Yeah, there's some more detail on there. And yeah, once again, all for the bases, I just used that one. I just had to remove the bases with that one screw, and then I was able to pop the batteries out that were the old batteries and put in the new batteries. But yeah, I'm really happy that I found these, especially since I do once again drive a Molten Lava Pearl 2020 Civic sedan. Of course, the 2020 Civic looks different from the 16 through 18 Civics, because once again, there was a facelift for the 2019 model year. But they're still 10th generation Civics, so I'm really happy to have these. I've been trying to collect various models of 10th generation Civics in various scales. So overall, I'm definitely happy that I found these. Of course, they did come from two different sellers, but these are somewhat available, I guess we'll say, on eBay. It depends on, when you're searching for them. I happened to search for these at a good time because I was able to find both for, I would say, decent prices. So if you're a fan of, these promotional types of model cars, or obviously if you're a fan or an owner of the 10th gen Civic, I think these are definitely essential models to get for sure. And if you can find them for a good price, I would say definitely get them as something unique. So feel free to comment down below with your thoughts on these two Honda Civic promotional keychains that I got. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.